No, I want you to make this your own. We are recording. All right, so, you know, if you want, I can throw from you and say,
yeah.
So, Bill, quite a day today.
Yeah.
You want me to do something like that?
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2. So, Bill Stein joins us now. Bill, quite a day today.
It sure was. And, you know, the thought occurred to me. A buddy came here from San Francisco today, and he said, you know, what's the big deal? It's in the 60s. So what? And I said, well, for us, this is a big deal. I believe this is probably maybe our 5th best day of the year. Definitely a top 5. We hit 66 today. Well, we had the temperatures before that. We'll continue, though. Current temperatures still tell a lot of the story. In Minneapolis, it's still 62. It's 61 in Marshall. It's in the high 50s up to the northwest. And in Fargo, where there is rain falling, they have the rain-killed air at 48 degrees. But region-wide, it's mainly in the 50s, 50s to low 60s. And if we look ahead, you can see that there's a big slug of moisture coming in to the northwest. This is eventually going to find its way here. Right now, the air is very dry, and so it'll take a while for that to saturate. But when it does, all of this will shift down right here, and it'll soak us overnight. If you take a look at the weather headlines. Today, textbook spring day. This is, if they wrote a book about spring, today was the day. A little windy, but I think we're okay with that. Coming up, we do have some rain and some rumblers overnight. No major thunderstorms. You just might hear a little rumble or two, but certainly nothing to write home about. Looking ahead to the week, we're going to have bouts of rain off and on. It is going to stay warm throughout the week, which is good news for us. And I am declaring today, what is it today, May 5th, I'm declaring that we're done with frost. No more frost, so goodbye, Jack. Let's take a look at the futurecasts. As you can see, right now we do have clouds that are coming in, clouds and rain that are coming in from the northwest. And they will work their way overnight. Probably by the time you go to bed, you'll get some rain. And I want to freeze it here at 3 o'clock. You can see this is when we expect the heaviest rain, possibly up to an inch of rain, mainly from between 3 and 6. It'll move along, and in the morning we'll just have a little wraparound moisture, just a shower or two, but nothing too bad. It will affect the morning commute, so be ready for some rain then. But then it'll just become partly cloudy, or mostly cloudy during the day, and still cool. Looking at our forecast, it's 44 is what we're forecasting overnight, which is a heck of a lot better than it's been the last couple of days. Little showers, winds out of the south at 10 to 15. Tomorrow, mid-50s. The rain is going to keep the air cool for the day. We will have winds picking up on the backside of the storm, of the low-pressure system, west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. So it's going to be cooler than today, but better than snow, right? And looking ahead at our seven-day forecast, as you can see, once we get past tomorrow, we will get into a warmer regime with periodic rain. Now, I don't want you to be too frightened by all these storms. We will get some rain, but it's not going to be an all-out washout. And at this point, Sunday looks to be a little bit of a, not as nice as Saturday, but we'll see how that goes. And it will be warmer. That's the key word there. Staying into the low 70s and high 60s. And I think that's something we can live with. And here's the almanac recap in case you want to relive it. 66 degrees today after a chilly morning low of 37. Back to you, Ian.
Thanks, Bill. Now you're going to do it again right now, and you're going to start on the right side.
Yeah, I know.
You inadvertently clicked.
I know.
I moved behind the camera, so you start talking to me because you kept looking over at me over there.
Oh.
So I stood back here. You ready to go?
Yeah, I didn't know where I was really looking. So based on that, what would your...
You could easily get a job in Juneau, Alaska.
But any general pointers? Or was I probably not, was not facing the camera enough? Or?
No, you're doing exactly what everyone who does for the first few times does.
Yeah.
You feel the need to and here's weather headlines.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's.
See, I want to take this home and practice.
Well, rock on. You're going to do it again. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Certainly quite a beautiful spring day out there. Bill Stein joins us from the Weather Center. Bill, wow, great weather.
Whew, sorry, I was sitting outside today, sunning myself, and it's hard to get out of that. Heck of a day, 66 degrees. Probably one of the top, I think you'd agree, top 5 days of the spring so far. And we're looking ahead to more warm weather after we get through a big hump tomorrow with some rain. We did have a morning low of 37. Chilly out there, little little frosty in some areas, but we did recover nicely. That record, that's a dream. If we look at the high temperatures today, mid-60s throughout most of the area from the southwest in Marshall to here in Minneapolis. Even Fargo get down in the action at 66. Fargo's over there, right? So a nice day all around the region. Current temperatures continue to be pretty mild. For the most part, the central part of the state is still in the 60s. Fargo, it's really chilly, but isn't it always chilly in Fargo? I think it is. Rain-cooled air at 48 degrees there. Storm vision will show us that we do have a slug of moisture coming our way. Right now it's dry for a good part of the middle part of the state, and that's because the atmosphere is very dry right now. But we do anticipate that as time goes by tonight, it will saturate and the rain will make its way here. Looking ahead, just summarize today was textbook spring day. I think we'd all agree on that. Maybe a little bit windy, but we're good enough with it. Tonight we got some rain, rumblers coming through. Nothing noisy, but just you might hear a little bit, but no big storms. We'll have rain on and off for the next several days. Nothing major. It will be warm through the weekend. Good news. And I am prepared to make this pronouncement that we're going to see any more frost until late August. Anyway, so goodbye, Jack Frost. Let's take a look at the futurecast, and you'll note that the rain is getting ready to line up, and it's coming in. There it is. It's a little slow, but then by the time you go to bed tonight, you'll start experiencing some rain. And I want you to see that I've frozen the clock here at 3 in the morning. You'll see that that's when we anticipate the heaviest amount of rain to fall, and it could actually be up to an inch if it really sits and we get some of those storms. It will move on primarily after 6, and it gets much lighter. We'll have a little wraparound moisture, a couple of showers, but nothing too more than we can handle. However, I do want to let you know it could affect the morning commute just a little bit, as rain tends to do. So wrapping up our forecast, as you can see, a chilly night on the way, but certainly nothing as cold as we have had. Showers coming through. Those south winds that we've had today will continue overnight, 10 to 15 miles an hour. And tomorrow morning, as I mentioned, we'll have a few morning showers coming through. Slight chance of an afternoon rumbler, although I wouldn't bet the house on that. And in back of the storm system, the winds will come up to 10 to 15 miles an hour from the northwest. And looking ahead at our 7-day forecast, as you can see, once we get over tomorrow, we do warm up nicely and we stay warm. When's the last time you heard us say it's going to stay warm? That's a beautiful phrase. Staying mild through the weekend. We do have a threat of showers over the weekend. I'd say there's a little stronger threat on Sunday, but I don't think it'll be a washout. Key word is warmer. Back to you, Ian. What?
I
know I'm doing this. I'm doing the same stuff.
I'll come through like this. Sorry, Mr. Son. I'm just trying to clean up around here.
Yeah, it's hard not to announce each slide.
Yeah, it's really hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
You feel the need to. But here's one of the things I tell my people too is chilly is anything that is 10 degrees colder than the average high or low. Because you said it's going to be a little chilly tonight. Okay, well, this morning we woke up at like 30.
It was really, yeah.
And tomorrow morning we're talking nearly 45.
So it's mild.
Yeah. It's actually average. But again, that goes with knowing what the averages are.
Yeah.
But see, that's, and that's where the subjective
One more
part
time,
comes
or are
in.
you done?
You want to do one more?
Sure.
Yeah, one more, please, Steve.
Okay.
That's where, again, you talk about the difference between a 1 and a 10. Very subjective. One person's chilly is another person's
Yeah. So this one I should
person's
have.
hot is another person's. Oh, please.
Yeah. So I should have a little more fun with this one, or what?
Yeah,
should
go
I do?
for it.
I don't know what that means.
Click green button once and go. Go for it.
You gonna introduce it
Oh, sure.
again?
All right, in 3, 2. Well, quite a day out there considering where we have been lately. Bill Stein joins us from the Weather Center. Bill?
Was a hell of a day. A hell of a day. Had to be in our top top 3 or 4 days of the year, I'd say 66. Look at, it's a beautiful number. Just look at how symmetrical that number is. And look at the double symmetry here. We have it matching with the average. Does it get any better than that? Yeah, it might have gotten better if we could reverse those 6s into 9s. But look at that record, 91 in 1952. Beautiful. We did recover. I do want you to see we did start out chilly today, but we warmed up nicely on those strong south winds. Here's the highs today. We're mainly in the 60s. As you can see, 66 was a relatively popular number again. Again, the symmetry in this forecast is beautiful. Not so much the person saying it, but the numbers are beautiful. So we did hit the 60s throughout the region. Looking at our current temperatures, we are in the low 60s for the most part. You'll notice back in Fargo where they are getting rain, it's much chillier. But for the most part, high 50s, low 60s, not bad. I want you to take into our storm vision. This shows you what we can expect overnight. Right now, most of the heavier rain is off to the northwest, and it will be gathering over time, moisten up the atmosphere, and eventually, as you can see our clock, by around, I'd say by late in the evening, we will get saturated. The clicker, I don't think it's working. Anyway, let's just go straight ahead to the headlines. We will have some rain overnight. I'm putting there rumblers. Don't be surprised if you hear a little noise, but it's probably, I don't think the dog's going to wake up. I could be wrong, but nothing severe. That's the main thing. Over the course of the next week, we will have bouts of rain coming through. As our zonal flow tends to do, we get a little bit here, comes right through, but nothing real major. It will be warmer over the weekend, and the most important thing in this whole forecast, goodbye, Jack Frost. No more frost until August, September. Let's take a look at the futurecast and notice that we'll see if it works this time. The rain will be building up by 10 o'clock. It's on the doorstep by 11 midnight. It'll be here, and the heaviest rain will be at 3 in the morning. I've frozen it. Notice the clock at 3. We could get up to an inch of rain if it really sits here. It will continue the heaviest rain till about 6 in the morning. Then it moves off. Get a little bit of the wraparound moisture. Nothing bad. It may affect the morning commute if the roads are moist. We can survive that. It's a lot better than driving through a foot of snow. Wrapping up the forecast. Overnight, pretty mild. It's about normal, but it's going to seem mild compared to the way it's been. Low 44. Chance of rain coming through. Continued rather windy evening, as it was a windy day. Tomorrow, cooler day, especially the way compared to the way it felt today. We won't have that beautiful sun, and we will have some rain in the morning, maybe a little afternoon thunderstorm, but I wouldn't put too much stock in that. Looking ahead, we do have tomorrow to get over for a cool day, but after that, it's going to be nice, upper 60s, low 70s. A chance of storms over the weekend. Nothing major, but it will. It won't be a washout, but you can't expect a beautiful weekend. Low 70s is the key there, and we will maintain low 70s, upper 60s throughout the extended forecast. But the key word, warmer. Gotta love that. Back to you.
So say in your microphone, thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Good work. So he's going to save that on the server.